It was just very easy to understand the business model for me as someone who owned a catalog of music, and there was no way of monetizing it. So Martin called me and he's like, hey, you have a catalog sitting in your hard drive that people want, and this is the deal. And I was like, okay, sure, it works. I think in understanding who the audience and who the customer was, which is an African who wants to own the songs, and I still think we are there. The majority of this continent is still using feature phones. So you understand why people then would want to own the music as opposed to knowing that it is somewhere in a cloud. So I think that's the niche and that's the opportunity that Mdundo has gone for, and that sets it apart, that makes it very successful in Africa.
We just need the internet service providers to follow the law, which they're not currently, and they should block a customer's access to these sites that hold pirated content. Once that happens, the customers will have no choice but to then find legitimate content on legitimate services. So those can be services like Mdundo, where they have your ad-supported offering, or your no ad offering as well, where they can still listen to the content, and basically that content earns revenue. But when it's free and with pirates, it doesn't earn revenue, and it's also unprotected content, so it means that the piracy cycle perpetuates, it never ends, with all unprotected content out there instead of the content being encrypted and protected. Yeah.
So I found out first about Mdundo quite a while ago. I think I was in Kenya by that time. So I used to listen to a lot of DJ music, and I noticed that some of the DJ music had advertising in it, and it always mentioned Mdundo, that it was around events and getting tickets. So that's how I first got to know about Mdundo as a platform. Getting to use Mdundo as an advertiser, we started working with Mdundo here in Tanzania in 2020. The year 2020, that's when we started partnering. I like the platform. It is a unique idea. It's not something that we as advertisers usually use. It's a novel idea. It's audio advertising, but with a twist. So I quite like the idea, personally as a user, but also as an advertiser. Mdundo connects our brands to our audiences very uniquely. So most other platforms will either give you audio or video. Yeah, Mdundo is a platform that gives me or my brands both audio and video, and it delivers audio in a very interesting way. So we know that majority of our audiences, especially the youth and especially mainstream audiences, will be looking at music as an entertainment platform. So delivering music and delivering entertainment while also delivering our brand messages is quite important, and we are glad that Mdundo does that for us. To be honest, it requires some seeding in. It's not immediate results, because people have to hear the message on different playlists, on different songs. So you will realize the results over time. It is not a platform like other digital advertising, where I will listen to the message and directly go and click, and attend your event. But over time, and that's why I think Mdundo as a platform, I really connect with it, because you can listen to a song over and over, and as you're listening to the song, you'll also listen to the message over and over. So it's a platform that, as an advertiser, you need to be very patient with. It will not give you results today or tomorrow, but over time, it will give you the desired brand results. We were convinced as an agency. Convincing some of the clients is a bit of a challenge, because there's usually a budget issue as well. So it took a bit of time to get the clients fully on board. But then over time, we haggled here and there, showed value, and one of the things that I must say is that Mdundo is also very good at showing value in a different way. So one of the things that we did for some of the clients was get some free trial and then see how it works, which really created value and got the clients convinced a little faster. It was around the COVID time, so we were quite constrained on the platforms that we could use. So on digital, a lot of clients had cut back because people were staying at home, so you do not need a billboard, or you do not need to be on certain platforms at that time. So we actually invested more in Mdundo at that time and got quite good results because people were seated at home. A lot of the people were not working. So one of our clients that we did this with was Serengeti, because we needed to get people to consume the products, but at home, because we were under a mild lockdown in Tanzania at that time. So we actually got the results because the partnership really worked. We were not on other platforms, so it was just Mdundo and a little bit of advertising here and there. So Mdundo actually drove a lot of our engagement during that time.